three of those minutes.
Get Blake to pray.
Or it's been a while.
It looks like we're going to start at 7 due to Melissa and YouTube.
We're on YouTube.
Oh, we're on. I think get that. Oh, that is awesome. I love it. All righty, we're now live on YouTube, so anything you say will be held in perpetuity. If we can, I'd like to call the meeting to order. All the aldermen are here, and City Clerk Melissa Martin, and our Attorney Rocky Eaton. And if we could have Alderman Nobles lead us in the prayer and the pledge.
Father God, thank you for another opportunity in the new year to come and serve you and to, Father, lead this city. I pray that we lead it well. I pray that we lead people in your image and do the best in our servants' heart that we can. Be with us throughout this night, the decisions that we make, the news, the future that we plan for the city. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which stands one nation under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
This latest one over here.
Yes.
All right, is there a motion that we adopt the agenda? The second? All in favor? There a motion that we pass the consent agenda, items 1 through 4? Motion the second, all in favor? All righty, public comment. If you will, Congressman, can we put you to work for 1 second?
Yes, sir.
Is there a sheet of paper with some names on it up there?
There is public comment.
If I could get that, and you're probably not on that, but we're gonna let you go first if you don't mind.
Would you like to sign
Yeah, no. Well, yeah, go ahead. That might be valuable
it?
someday.
No, it won't be worth much. Especially if I can't get the pen to work.
And by way of introduction, Congressman Harper has been doing some work on behalf of the city along with Brett Bailey, and have done some good work. And we've had some good news lately, and we're waiting for, I guess the shoes almost hit the floor, and we're waiting for it to finally hit the floor, but I don't want to steal any of your thunder.
No, that's great. Thank you, Mayor. And it's an honor to be here. Brett Bailey sends his regrets. He can't be here in regards. He's kind of tethered to the state capitol for about 3 months, trying to make sure we get stuff done. But it's, let's just say, last year was probably the most frustrating year that I've ever dealt with, because as you know, we're on YouTube, right?
That's right.
Right. So the state house and state senate just didn't get along very well last year. So there were no projects were done or funded. So it was zero. And the federal government, they really couldn't get along. And so we wound up with them doing a continuing resolution, which meant that funds that we thought we were going to get, we didn't. So we go back to 2024, we got $500,000 for this project. And that was, it's a $5.25 million project, which we put in federal government, $4.2 million request. This is an 80-20, match on that. So I'm happy to report that last week they did another minibus, and $1.75 billion is there for pedaling this project. Pending the president's signature, which we understand he has no objection to any of the things in this, and he has the bill, and word is that he will sign it before the end of the month, and it will become law. And then Pedal will have another $1.75 billion, so that's $2.25 million towards that project. And I know we're working in state capital, trying to get some more of that, and we will make, and as soon as the subcommittees in DC announce what their positions are and their criteria, we'll make another request for another earmark request and try to get the rest of the money. So it just takes a little while. But I do want to tell you, if you get a chance, you run across Congressman Ezell, be sure and thank him, because he made this his #1 priority on his earmarks. And so in the House, they get 15 requests each. In the Senate, I don't think they have a limit, other than how much money might be available in a particular year. But we're really excited about that being there, Mayor. It's just been been a long road, but we're making progress. Really excited about that. We just need to have another good year this year.
We happened to be up in DC when we found out they were talking about doing a continuing resolution.
Yeah.
And for the public, this is a project where y'all may have heard me talk about it. We've got one pipe under the river. We send 1 million gallons of wastewater to Hattiesburg each and every day. And so it's a lot. And we've got one pipe from the 80s. So it's getting on the back end of its life. It's a little tough to test one when you're pushing that much water through there. And it's like you can just shut it down and test it. So we'd like to have 2 pipes under the river. So with $2.25 million, now we've got some options. Obviously, we want to get the 5.2 million, which would do an upgrade to our lift station as well. The irony is up in DC, when we got news of that, we were hoping as a city to you request it 1 year and get it the next year if you make the final cut. So we were it was going to kick us to make the request this year and get the money in 27. And the work that Congressman Harper and Brett did on our behalf allowed us to not only get on a list that we were not on, but become one of Congressman Ezel's number one issue. They believe in the project, and it's good to have someone that'll listen to you. And what this board has always said, and I've always echoed, is that you may not be able to help us, the layers of government above us, but you're going to know what we're working on. So appreciate them believing in this project. So we're excited about that. Still more work to do. And so what we'll end up doing is coming back and asking for more and trying to get this project home, but it allows us to get started. And that's a huge thing. It all ends up there. All the problems we have in the city, it all ends up there as well. So if we have a good footing there, we can do this and move on to our next thing. Then we don't have to worry about something for the next 50 years. On that trip, I think, I don't know if I was at the ADP then, or we took a glamorous trip to DC, myself, Congressman Harper, and Alderman Bullock. We had a meeting on a Tuesday, so we went up there and we were like in DC less than 24 hours, I think. We went out and grabbed a bite to eat, had a whirlwind meetings. Unbeknownst to us, we ended up having, I think, darn near the entire Mississippi delegation on the plane flying back with us. We could have just met with them on the plane and went sightseeing all day, but didn't work out like that. But appreciate the work you guys have done on our behalf.
I'm happy to answer any questions.
Yeah, anything,
Gang?
gang?
Has a question? Anything? This is exciting news.
We had one of Congressman Ezel's staffer down here. And to tell you how hard of a work it is, we were coming out of down where our Katrina lived behind the dog park and the lift station. So we cued a deer to run across. The staffer had been stuck up in DC. She probably hadn't seen it. She said, "There's a deer." I said, it was really, really hard to get, to coordinate that and get the deer to across the road. But anyway, I think we've got a great future, and I appreciate the work you guys and Brett really. Y'all know the HB2 legislation on the state level, and it was in this certain room that was not near big enough for the people that wanted it. And I peeked in there, and Brett was like, the cameras were right here, and he was right there. So I was like, there we go.
Fortunately, he's a lot smarter than his father.
Yeah.
So it is.
Yeah. Well, I will say too, the $500,000 was from Representative Larry Byrd. So we continue to work with him, and then we've got Senator Don Harkness as well. So once again, you may tell me to go fly a kite. You're still going to know what our problems are and what we're working for, because the other option is we all just go home, or I become a scratch golfer, and I'm not that good at golf. So anyway, it's
Thank you, Mayor. I appreciate it. I'm going to go spend a little money at Pedal before I can.
Appreciate that as well. So shop Pedal first, and if you need anything from us, I know we'll be in touch.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you.
It's the paper.
Great.
It's the paper. It's the paper.
You won't kill a deer,
All right, who wanted to speak? You're on the list, aren't you? If you could grab that list for me. We used to have somebody that used to do that for us. Good deal, thanks.
How you doing today?
Hey, what's going on? You've got a water leak, and I guess your bill went up.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
First time here, so
Okay. Water leak was on your side. What was it? Toilet or a break?
I've had about I own 40 apartments here.
Oh yeah. Okay. Did you get it fixed?
I did it.
Oh, you just fixed it.
I wasn't planning on coming
That's taking care of business, man. That's how you do this. You don't let it sit around.
I was told, don't come to fix it. I've had about 5 different leaks in 3 years I owned it, and I take care of it immediately.
So your bill went way up. How much was your bill?
The last 3 months, October, November, and December, was 500,000 gallons per month, and the last one was 700,000. So my last bill was
One of the-
7,000.
I think they have already had an adjustment. Haven't y'all already had an adjustment?
We did in October, and we did have a leak in October.
That's why
Okay,
they're
so
here, is
that's
because
why
they've
they're
already
here.
had an adjustment.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the adjustment would be or anything like that. I hadn't looked at it because
So
they
the
already had
question
one.
before the board is if they want to even give them another adjustment.
And I read the paper, I know
What
what's fine.
what
I'm just asking.
price? What number?
I don't know because I can't get an
Well,
ag fund on this.
You don't mind?
So again, I've had about 5. I fixed them immediately. Never my bill went up. This one, I couldn't see it. It was nowhere to be seen on the property. I dug 6
Can't get
different
an active
holes,
one in here.
3 foot deep, and I put a valve on each one just to narrow it, because I have 36 apartments, so I don't know where it is. Turned out I narrowed it down to one building. So started looking, the water pipe was over the drain, and the drain had a hole. So all that water was just going through the drain and it was not surfacing. I couldn't see it. Otherwise, I would have taken it care of immediately,
And
obviously.
that's, we've heard this so many times.
I've
It's usually
never
water
had that.
goes straight down the drain. I know, yeah.
I came here 3 times that there's no water leak. Trust me,
How many units you have over there?
36. So
Okay, the will of the board is to, what, I guess, what is the will of the board?
I would be okay with us going through the process of seeing.
What the adjustment
what
would
this
be.
actually Looks like and what the adjustment would be.
Tell us what the price-
I
How
can't-
much-
I can't
how
look
much-
it up
How
in
much
here.
is your bill normally?
2020, 2000,
It pays a minimum
And it
per
went up
apartment. So
to
7,000.
5.
pays a minimum per
That's what I was
apartment. At the
Yes.
minimum, he
Yeah.
pays
went up $5,000.
$79 times 32.
Yeah. So right now,
Or
I probably-
36.
This next bill, I'll probably owe.
Like, if there was anybody else here to complain about their water bill, they wouldn't now.
Yeah, it's
Don't say no, just
a
pay
little
it.
bit too much if you add the property taxes I just paid, which was 17,000.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I'm just asking for a little bit.
No, I understand. And we obviously want to be helpful without, giving the farm away. I guess the argument.
I can
if you
see
wanted
what
to
it'll
do
be and
anything,
present it at the next meeting. We'll have February's bill by then too, so.
could do
Yeah,
that.
Another week over.
Mhm.
Right. We're not gonna be shut
And you
down
can always
for
say
hours.
technically it's
Water
like
until then.
just one customer, but
Well, I
there's
just-
36
I paid
units.
3,000,
So.
Yeah, I can tell La Princess to mark them on a hardship so they
Technically, if
won't get
were
cut off.
individualized,
Yeah.
we
it-
would
it's
give them,
what-
be 3
I don't
different
know
ones,
if
and
the
we wouldn't even think
conversation-
twice
we just
about
need
it.
to
We'd never even see them.
promote a business or make decisions. I'm inclined to want to help. I understand the situation and things happen, and I think that, I know it said one time, but the ordinance, in my opinion, it's our discretion, and for situations like this, I want to speak for the rest of the board, but I know that they're not going to speak on it until they see the facts.
You already submitted a request, didn't you? I think you did, and I gave it back. Yeah.
Not for this new one.
I thought you submitted one recently that I gave back to La Princess. That told her that y'all had already had an adjustment, or maybe you just called. I don't
I
know.
didn't fill anything out. I've been here 3 times. So
Okay.
maybe she's submitted something for me, but
Maybe. Okay, I'll tell her to. We have your phone number in the system. You think?
yes, man. Oh.
Let me.
Is there you have the rent includes water as part of the rent?
I made a lot of
Give me a piece of that paper right there. Will you just come write your phone number down for me?
mistakes.
You might want to revisit.
No, that right
Well,
there.
Yeah, I've
That's a lot of
I
meters.
have to put a meter into each unit, so I'm open to it. I'll get dirty again, I don't care, but that way, it prevents that.
Will you just write your number down so I can make sure we have it, and I'll get La Princess to call you tomorrow about filling out a new form. And it'll be the first Tuesday in February, but we'll fix it to where you don't get cut off or anything like that.
On YouTube now, you can't.
Today was cut off day anyway.
courtyard apartments, it's West Fifth and George, that part of it.
And this is part of the packet for the next one. These include the history, like the last 12 months. We just do an average. It's just kind of like to see the average for last.
All right, thank you.
Typically 12,000 gallons, only 30,000 gallons. They use. Yeah, that's all we need really. Get with you. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, good luck on things. Have fun plumbing.
All right, that's all we have in public comment, unless anybody else has something. Okay. No proclamations, resolutions, bids, quote, or old business. So let's get to number 5. In general business, a request to purchase a warning siren and the amount of $48,845.50 to replace the siren that was struck by lightning at Station 2. This will require a budget amendment of around $27,676.50 per the city clerk and Chief Sims.
Motion.
Is there a second? All in favor?
Aye.
What's the
Few weeks, isn't it?
ETA on that?
8 weeks, something like that.
12 weeks.
We could probably take that out of the rec budget, right?
That's what I was.
You and Josh get together on that and we'll get it figured out.
I need Josh to stand on the roof. Get a wind up.
You don't even know what you did. Number 6, a request to set a hearing date of February 24th, 2026 at 6 p.m. for property located at 1082 Highway 42. Is there a second? All in favor? Number 7, request to pay estimate number 5 in the amount of $50,440.25 to Brady Crawford Construction for Castlewood sewer improvements per SDW. Is there a second? All in favor? The update on that is we are connected, we are functioning and flowing, and they basically just have cleanup and fencing to do. And that will hopefully will cut our last check March, April, which is a credit to this board. We should be 7 or 8 months ahead of our deadline, which, we've been jumping through hoops to make sure that happened. Paid for one of 5 projects, this being the 5th, from ARPA, which was federal dollars, and state funds was MCWI. I know over the last few years, y'all might have caught on to that being said a lot. It was $5.2 million in total, probably $7 to $8 million total of infrastructure improvements. But anyway, number 8, request to authorize the Knox Company as a sole source vendor for Knox Key Secure products and authorize the purchase of 6 Key Secure Knox systems for fire trucks at a cost of $8,014, including an annual fee of $584 per year out of the state rebate fund. Is there a second? All in favor? Number 9, request to approve the agreement for AccuFund Anywhere software. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? One of y'all was probably fixing to ask Melissa, how's everything going with AccuFund?
Right now, not so good.
Okay. Number 10.
Well, we haven't got swapped over to anywhere yet.
There's your $1 million idea, people. Come up with a municipal software. Number 10, request to approve the 2025 annual stormwater report per Allen Engineering per city clerk. Motion is second. All in favor?
Thought he was going to be here.
He called me earlier. He had something he needed to do, and if I demanded he be here, he would have probably showed up. But I thought everything was cut and dry, and I think most of us have his cell phone number anyway. So if I need to bug him about anything, fire away. Number 11, request to accept agreement with Allen Engineering for implementation of the 2026 annual stormwater management plan. There's a second. All in,
Just like to clarify, this is a 20% jump from last year's contract. So I'd just like to make sure we recognize there's increases as we go along. I know inflation is part of our world, but And I think what was it, 2 years ago?
I don't know. I can't get an AccuFund from in here.
Go ahead.
I will refer y'all back to number 9.
And
Number
this is
9.
not on, and this discussion is not about, we got good quality work out, but
Yeah.
again, professional services cost money.
Oh, yeah.
And it's part of our bill, and I'm assuming we budgeted for this increase. Building department, right?
It's in her professional services. I don't know that she necessarily budgeted an increase, but she usually has plenty of money in there,
Which is plenty of money now.
usually in professional services.
Yeah, remember
Which is a good example that Alderman Brickson brings up, like when you pave a road, you just don't call Dunn Road Builders or Warren. Warren's got the contract now, and tell them to let her rip. Have an engineer and you pay for professional services, and I guess they'll.
Did the
store-
contract last year match what I told you we paid last year? It did. I was wondering if maybe it was a little less or more.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like, it just-
No, it's something to
BS,
keep your eye on, yeah.
Budgeteers and policy makers are always aware that engineering services are increasingly a burden, we have to take a look at.
I
Did you
think,
say it's at 20% from last year?
Yes.
I think Amy typically has, because that's a you don't know number, because she never knows what kind of building stuff's going to come in here where she'll have to call on professional services. So I think usually she's pretty good in that area. If it gets really big, that means we're not having any building going on. So, alrighty.
Need to vote.
Got a motion, got a second. All in favor? We will continue with the fire department agenda. Number 13, request to purchase 2 super.
You skip number 12.
You serious? Oh, yeah. Request to authorize the Pedal School District to utilize the Civic Center at no charge for the Pedal School District Art Show, April 17th to the 24th.
Motion.
Motion is second. All in favor?
Yes. And that's a great event. It's free to the public. A lot of great art from our aspiring arts across all of it. So, they can put that date a week ago.
And they're not using the kitchen.
I hope not.
Great date night. Kids are up. You hear that, Miss Ed?
Alrighty, back to the fire department. Number 13, request to purchase 2 super vac fans from Emergency Equipment Professionals at a cost of $10,532.70 out of the state rebate. All in favor? Number 14, request to pay Fairleigh Construction Services estimate number 4 in the amount of $215,964.45 for a Friendly Park Northern Access Road per SDW. Is there a second? All in favor? Number 15, request to dispose of asset number 1868, which is an office chair in the fire department. Is there a second? All in favor? They don't give us pictures of those, do they?
No.
Maybe in the future we'll get a picture of those so we'll know what they're throwing away.
Typing all this out.
You're good because we did front and back. If we would have went to the second page due to the fire department, that probably would have been an issue. All righty, number 16, request to adopt ordinance approving a zoning change from R1 to C2 for property located at 612 Old Richton Road with those following parcels per the Planning Commission's recommendation. Is there a motion? No motion. If there is no motion, it will die due to lack of a motion. Any questions? Okay, well, it died due to a lack of motion. Okay, number 16 did, and number 17, yeah, more than likely. Number 17, request to approve a conditional use allowing for auto repair at 612 Old Richton Road, parcel with those following parcels, per the Planning Commission's recommendation. Is there a motion? Okay, 16 and 17. 17 will also die due to a lack of motion. Number 18, request to
Hey,
adjust.
I think he's got a question out there by Amy.
Yeah, can we, I don't think that was number 16. What was number 16?
16 was approving zoning change from R1 to C2.
Is that on the orders?
That's 612 Old Richardson Road. They got the parcel numbers here, but y'all probably know it by 612. It's kind of close to Fairchild.
It is. I was just curious why that wasn't pushed forward. Forest County Board of Supervisors sent it down and said it was okay. So I don't know how these things work.
Mhm.
Is there a reason it wasn't put forward?
One of the aldermen could probably get with you afterwards. Just when it doesn't have a motion, or if it can die also due to a lack of motion, or it can be voted down. Amy, what is the parameters of bringing this issue back up? Okay. Yeah, that does put it on the calendar, so to speak, or on, I guess,
Which alderman is it?
That's my area.
is that one?
It's on the left side.
Yes, it's on the left side.
It's on the same side as Greens Creek. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Number 18, request to adjust water services bill to 208 Hegwood in the amount of $220 due to a leak. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? Seminars and travel. 19, request to reimburse mileage in the amount of $138.70 for municipal attorney conference in Jackson, Mississippi on Wednesday, January 14th. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Is there a second? All in favor? Any opposed? I mean, it's already paid it, so it ain't like you didn't, like it went without. A request for Amy Heath and Randy Powell to attend Mississippi Association of Code Enforcement Conference in the exotic town of Ridgeland on February 11th through the 13th. Amy Heath, 379, and Randy Powell, 677. Is there a motion?
Second for discussion. Why is it so expensive, Randy? Was it easy here? No.
Yeah, why are the different numbers?
I'm just curious. I know there's a reason.
Different classes?
Hampton had messed up our room block, so they gave me one night for the night.
Okay, excellent.
Okay, good deal.
That's why.
Thank you for saving us.
All right, got a motion, got a second, all in favor? 21, request for Emily Creel to attend field training officer class in Hattiesburg, April 14th to the 16th. Total cost $350. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? 22, request for Lewis Watson to attend standardized field sobriety training in Wiggins, April 7th through the 9th. Total cost $0. We like that one. Is there a second? All in favor? Request for Tyler Duncan and Aiden Townsend to attend Hazmat Tech 1 in Pueblo, Colorado, February 2nd through the 13th. Total cost $0. Is there a second? All in favor? Chief, how does that work? They don't have any travel expenses?
I gave them my broke chair. No, the government has grants on that they put out for hazmat. I guess for special.
Excellent. Awesome. All righty, number 24, request for Brandon McBell to attend MSTAT in Biloxi on February 4th, cost of $20. Is there a second? All in favor? $20 probably just buys their lunch or something, huh? Orders and ordinances. 25, request to adopt an order hiring Trevor Rogers as a recruit firefighter at a rate of $40,000 annually, effective January 20th.
Motion.
Is there a second? All in favor? Number 26, request to adopt ordinance 2026-151, changing the name of Oakwood Drive and Crestview subdivision to Thistle Way.
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? Mayor's report, I probably gave you all this good stuff earlier. I would say that I met with the executive team with the Mayor's Youth Council, and we are going to have a pickup pedal day, 9 to 11 on Good Friday. So just an FYI, you'll hear more information about that. The city's closed down, so we will try to do some stuff on Thursday just so we can have a good running start. And maybe we'll have this place half looking good for Easter Sunday. Yeah, what's going on?
Anything that Waste Pro can do to help.
Oh yeah, your phones will ring. No,
Yeah.
no doubt.
Boxes, in there or whatever.
Yeah, they bought it, and I thought it was kind of we've had personnel. We're looking for. I know Josh is looking, and Josh will probably be the person that'll end up talking to you. Is vest and those little. I'm a bucket guy. So you're either when you pick up litter, you're either a bucket guy or a bag guy. I'm a bucket guy, so we'll find out what all the kids are. But hopefully, we've got around 30 people in the Mayor's Youth Council. Not sure who all can make it, but if we can piggyback that off with some of our business community, that would be fantastic. Appreciate Lindsey Brown and all she brings to it. You should see they see her in there, and as young as she looks, and then here I am. They're like, "Who's all the students in there with that old guy?" And so anyway, appreciate what she brings to the table. She's good luck. She's gonna. Well, I'll be with you. We're going to take a group on the ambassadors, and we will take them to Jackson on the 18th. The youth council we're trying to take on the 5th. So I'll let you guys know about that if anybody wants to piggyback. It'll be pretty neat for the kids. They'll get to go up there, but I mean, it'll be neat for me because I'll be like, okay, let's get these. Okay, no accidents. Let's just get these kids back home. Everybody in one piece. And I would say that Alderman Still's daughter is on the executive committee, and she's sharp. Leah Still. She kind of sat off to the side over there. Yeah.
Your age,
Be an alderman.
If we
18.
had to make a switcheroo, I mean, I'm just saying.
There could be competition.
Just saying.
Well,
She's in your ward.
It was 4 years ago. She told me, "Oh no, I won't be able to run. My birthday land's right here." That's for
Like, what are you?
8 years of this.
So what are you saying, huh? But that's really all I have. Obviously, we're waiting for President Trump to sign some paperwork. That would be good news for us. So we've done a lot of work to get to this point, ups and downs and stuff, but we still got some other things going. You find out real quick, I guess Matthews Branch is the good example, is you better always have something in the hopper. Hal Marks actually got that a grant, and we're just now fixed to put some concrete on the ground. Don't get me wrong, we kind of got distracted with the ARPA and MCWI. And I will say that Melissa Martin does a fantastic job because especially like with MCWI, with the state funds, you get reimbursed. So if you're not filling out the paperwork and making them happy, that money does not come back to us. And this board has been able to stay away from the bank during that. The banks play the long game. We're going to need them at some point. But we were able to send some money that we did have. We pay for things, get reimbursed, and keep the train going. So incredible job on her behalf to do that. She said something about another assistant if we keep getting grants. So I don't know. She's doing such a good job. I don't want to jinx it. Anyway, that's all I got. I think Alderman Nobles wants to stick around for a brief workshop. And that is all I've got. Is there a motion or anything, Miss Ada? You don't have anything?
She said, "Mm-mm."
Anything else? Anybody else? Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, everybody. My name is Juan.
Yeah,
I am owner of the all 612 All Vista Road.
Yeah.
I'm here. I was here trying to get approval and get a change in zone in my area. I know it was rejected, but I want to explain what was my idea about that. I'm here 5 years in the US. My friend Mr. Philip from here. We have a company had 5 years. It's a Carver company. Look in the area. I was looking at the business around my house. We have commercial housing in my right side. Left side is the church. In front I have the gas station, the fire department, daycare. So I thought maybe we can try and change the sound of my house to the shop there. I'm not like a normal shop. I'm really clean and service and everything. I'm professional. I'm engineer. I don't like to work a lot of people. I like the business when the cars come in and come out. So I know the beginning last week, everybody was worried about having the shop because most of the time you have a lot of cars everywhere. I know how the situation of every here in town. You have a lot of problems with people parked out of the shops. But it was not my idea because the main companies in Hattiesburg, they have a decent space and we can work really good there. Just I was trying to expand our business. I was thinking about my land because it's really empty land. It's nothing there. Actually, when we get the house in the beginning, when we got the house in the beginning, it was completely full bamboo and it was awful place. And if you look 612 now, it's really clean. I'm trying to be clean in my area. So I know right now it's a project, but I feel I need to present myself to you. I'm sorry my English, I have just.
No, you're doing fine. You're doing fine.
So I would like, if it's possible in the future, try to reconsider this, try again, and maybe we can discuss about it. Like I said, my specialty isn't programming, electricity, something like that. That is not loud noise. It's not a lot of, dirt, a lot of things like that. So if you have any questions.
Any questions on y'all's side? I know if you need anything too from going forward, Amy's going to probably be your encyclopedia, so to speak, on what next options you might have. Yeah, go ahead.
And if I may speak, my
Yeah,
name is
yeah.
Philip Rogers. I've
Hey,
been
Philip.
one probably 15 years. I used to be a missionary in South America,
Oh, wow.
and he was my mechanic.
Yeah.
And he told me, he said, I would love to move to the States because I want to contribute to that country.
Yeah.
And so during COVID, he moved to the U.S. and he was looking at several places. And Houston, Texas was one of the places. And he called me and things were not going well. I said, well, come to Forest County, Mississippi. I said, we're not Houston, Texas, but because I moved back to the States by then. And so now he's my mechanic. He's in Hattiesburg doing a great job.
Yeah.
When he's working on his visa, they had to tell him, give us a projection of how much money you're going to move.
Yeah.
And he has moved so much more than was originally. So
Wow, nice.
the main thing is I can vouch for him as a person,
Yeah.
As a mechanic, as an honest guy. And his whole purpose is just, all the area around him is pretty much zoned commercial, property next to him, between him and Gandhi, all around there. And you can go to his place if you want to, there where it is on Emerald Lane in Hattiesburg. It's a very professional, clean, well-run place. Got lots of clients, and the main thing, he wants to move to Petal, be much more. He lives there. He's having the lease right now in Hattiesburg. It's pretty expensive. So anyway, I apologize. I never been to one of your meetings.
No.
before, and I'm
Thank
on the
you.
border. I
We appreciate you.
apologize.
No, you still do missionary work or?
I now, short question, I'll try to be brief. We moved back to the Pine Belt about 7 years ago,
Okay.
and currently I'm a tri-vocational pastor. I'm a real estate agent. I work at a funeral home, and I recently became pastor of 30th Avenue Baptist Church in Hattiesburg.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So I apologize. I know I'm.
No, appreciate you.
I
Appreciate your
probably
input.
Competition steady there.
Yeah, no,
but,
that's
I
fine.
live Forest County, love Forest County. Thank you
Awesome.
for your time.
Appreciate your input. And like I said, you get with Amy about any other options that you may have going forward.
And if you
Um,
have any questions, like I said, I can answer it now.
Awesome. Well, appreciate you coming tonight. Alrighty, we have if we can do me a favor, earlier this week, Bud Herring had passed away, and I guess back in last week. And if I could get Kim, if you would adjourn the meeting in his honor, and then I would get a second, and then we'd close out, and I get you guys to sign something that we can send to Skipper and the family. Motion of that effect. Is there a second? All in favor? Okay, thanks. That's it, gang. We're actually going to stick around, so if y'all have any questions about anything, we're available, and we're going to talk about something else on our